Hey guys, so this is going to be a different type of video than all the other content that I've been posting, because I've been thinking about doing this type of video for a while, and this video is supposed to be a guide video. If you are a newcomer to Dragon Ball Legends and just came out the anniversary with all the new characters, or if you left empty-handed and don't know what to do with this game, then this guide is going to be for you. If you decide to just keep on grinding the game and see how your account goes, the next celebration, believe it or not, is kind of not too far, but you still have a lot of time on your hands. We're going to be entering in Festival 2026 in late November. A lot of players are thinking about quitting the game or just taking a break until that time comes, which I understand. But if you have the patience, or if you have the courage to just like keep on going, see how your account goes, then this video is going to be for you. If you're still one of the people that left empty-handed, I understand how you feel. I started playing the game during a 5th anniversary and I got nothing. I left empty-handed as well. I had nothing to my name and I had to start grinding from the ground up. So this guide is going to be from my experience as a free-to-play player. I'm not free-to-play anymore, but I used to be free-to-play like the first year and a half when I started out in this game. So this is going to be from my experience. And another thing before I start the guide, just one more thing to announce. I do have a Discord server, so if you feel free to join and want to ask any questions Dragon Ball related, I could be happy to answer them. I'm trying to build a small community for the channel, so if you guys feel free to join and want to help me out, that'll be appreciated. So without further ado, let's start out with the number one thing for the guide, and that part is going to be... So like I said from the beginning, if you were one of the people that got lucky and got one of the anniversary characters, if not all of them, you would understand that you have to build your team in a way that can like structure the team well, match up like the Z abilities or whatever. It just like it flows well for your team to perform the best, right? What I mean by that is, if you just take a look here to this Goku and Vegeta and go to their tags, I'm just going to tell you right now, the only tag, the number one tag that identifies Goku and Vegeta as a whole in this game is the sand tag. The sand tag is one of the most popular tags in the game. It will not stop getting buffs until end of service. And that's the truth. It doesn't even matter which sand character it is. As long as they have the sand tag, they're just going to get buffs over and over again. There'll always be a dominant tag. Not only that, you have to pay attention to what specific character tag they have, but also pay attention to the episode tag. Episode tag is like where they were originated from. So this character is specifically from the Majin Buu saga. Now you have the understanding of you can have various amount of options to make various amount of teams with this single character. As long as they have enough tags, not only enough tags, but competent tags to like work your way around them. For example, this team is a Sun family team, because if you look here, this character also has Sun family, feature Gohan and Trunks, the tag character. They also have Sun family because there's a Gohan there. Gohan is from Sun family. And then this Pan is here because Sun family. So whatever character you have, definitely try to prioritize into that tag and try to make it the best looking team you have as possible. Another example that I can give is that, if one of you guys have LR Broly, I'll just go to this Gohan real quick. LR Broly is from Sagas from the Movies. This Gohan's from Sagas from the Movies as well. You can also run the type of team where they're from the same episode saga. So that can also work as well. Because if you look here, this is a Majin Buu saga. Supreme Kai Shin is on this team. He's not a Saiyan. He's not from Sun Family, he's not Vegeta Clan, he's not the most popular tag except for God Key, but besides that, he's also from the same episode Saga, and he pairs well with this team, so just be sure to pay attention to that when it comes to making your team. Now, for the people that didn't get the new characters, or at least got the side sparkings but just not the headliners, you're not out just yet. You still have plenty of time, and you actually still have a lot of options to choose from. Let's say, for example, you summoned on the Future Trunks and Gohan banner, but you didn't get Future Trunks and Gohan. You got Pan, right? And you don't know what to do with her because one, she's literally a support character that is kind of squishy, and two, you just don't have anyone else to like build a team around of. I would say for now, start finding characters from her tags, such as Sun Family, hybrids, movies, and try to see what you can work the best with. And there's one thing I'm going to recommend if you're starting from the ground up and don't have the new characters, and that is to grind for free-to-play characters. If you go to the event tab and just go to recommended, if you scroll down here, right now there is a free-to-play unit called Vados, and it is very easy to get. All you gotta do is just play the event, and that's it. Getting a free-to-play character in this game is always a plus, because at least you have something to work off with for free, no matter what it is. And they could look kind of decent in your team if you don't have anyone else. Another thing that I would recommend if you are grinding for free-to-play characters, there is an event that they're going to release from time to time. They just removed it because the anniversary is over. It's called like Huzzah or something like that. I'll put it on the screen here. But this event is really good, like insanely good. And the reason why is because you get these tickets, and with those tickets you can go to the event shop and exchange them for the free-to-play character Z Power, and you can get any free-to-play that they've released throughout the game. So whenever that event comes out, I recommend you just grind as much as you can off of that event and see what you can get with. Now back to my point of if you were one of the people that just got, for example, a side sparking like Pan here, if you were to still build a Sun Family team, I would recommend you do this. Let's say the event does come out and you got enough tickets to get a character that will fit on your team. You might be wondering, who am I going to pair Pan with? Just remember, she has the Sun Family tag. You know who else has the Sun Family tag? Goku. Every single Goku that they'll release in this game will always have the tag Sun Family. This specific Goku right here, this is the Goku that I feel like you would need on your team if you were just going to build from the ground up. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, this is everybody's like first free Ultra. And for two, he just got a plat equipment not too long ago. It's been nearly a year. So you can definitely kinda run this guy. If you are unlucky and run into the new characters, obviously he's gonna get washed, right? But as a free-to-play player and as a beginner, I recommend you to get this guy first and just make a team off him. Trust me, it will help you a lot. Not only that, you can just use him for PvE events, so that's also going to help you out a lot. I remember when I first started out, if you just play the game daily, they'll give him to you for free, so I hope it works like that the same way. But if you have this guy, definitely put him on your team and see what you can make off of. For now, you probably have to make like a Sand team or a Sun Family team, just whatever works for you. But here's the thing, right? You are not really limited to that specific tag. If you just want to try your best to make a team that's like your favorite, go ahead. There is various amount of tags that you can make. For example, if you like villains, in Dragon Ball, there's a powerful opponent team that you can make. A lot of options for powerful opponent. So yeah, whenever you have the chance to just grind that event, and not only that, just grind specific free-to-play events that you can get free-to-play characters in, always get that no matter what. Because as you can see here, I pretty much have every single free-to-play character in the game. And I still use one of these characters for a certain event that I'm going to talk near the end of the video, so stick around for that. Now, for the next part of the guide is going to be Chrono Crystals is a very big part of this game. Chrono Crystals is the main currency of Dragon Ball Legends. And you cannot get the new characters you want, or hell, even your favorite character, without Chrono Crystals. So, where would you mainly start to get a lot of Chrono Crystals, so that way you can save up for 1, your new character, or 2, just to save up for the next big celebration? The first thing, the very first thing you should focus on getting more Chrono Crystals on is story. There are 19 parts of the story as of right now. I kid you not, if you complete all of these, you can probably make it to the Chrono Crystal cap, which is 20k. If you are a newcomer and you haven't gotten far on your story, here's what I recommend, right? Because as you can see here, I don't have a lot of gold stars. I do have the gold stars from the later parts because the challenges got a bit easier. But here, I'm just gonna show you an example. So whenever you start out your story, and every time you complete it for the first time, you get 10 Chrono Crystals. If you go to here, this is the challenge tab. This is like conditions to get like every reward for that specific battle. And as you can see for the first part, it's not too complicated. And it's pretty simplistic. All you gotta do is just beat it with 3 characters or less. Land the first attack and clear it within 100 counts or whatever. It's not that bad. Literally anyone can complete this challenge first try. But as you keep on going, the challenges kind of get more specific. For example here, battle with 1 element, red characters or more. That is pretty specific. Another one here, battle with 2 extreme characters or more. Here's what I advise you to do, so that way you don't like get yourself stuck into one chapter just so you can complete all those challenges to get just a little bit of Chrono Crystals, because you're going to waste more time grinding for that one specific challenge for like what, 10 minutes or so, while within those 10 minutes you could have just completed the part already. I recommend you just scheme through all of the parts until you make it to part 19. Don't even think about completing a challenge, just play as you would normally play through. Just speedrun the entire story. And I'm going to tell you why. Because during the later parts, it usually starts around here, part 15. The challenges get less specific. All you got to do is just play the game. Because look, it shows here, land the first attack, switch to your characters twice, land 2 blast and strike cards, clear without a rising rush, and that's it. This is all the challenges will give you whenever you start the part 15 through the latest part. After you do that, if you do wish to do so, you could go back and just complete the challenges you missed on. There is no harm in doing that. That's only if you have the patience to do so, though. Another way to grind Chrono Crystals is through events. So we're just going to start off here at the recommended events. For the first event, it is called Hyperdimensional Co-op. So this is like a bi-weekly updated event. It's essentially fighting a raid boss with another ally. Here's what I recommend to do though whenever you want to play Hyperdimensional Co-op. So if you go to the mission tab and go to events, you can see the Hyperdimensional Co-op mission tab on here. You see the rewards is 200 Chrono Crystals and a title. You mainly want to go for those 200 Chrono Crystals. And what you want to do is just win, like, what? Win 19 times to get all the Chrono Crystals. Here's the reason why you have to pay attention to the mission tab, because it's not going to be all the time. But sometimes, like every once in a while, the rewards aren't going to be chrono crystals. So every time I don't do the ones that don't give chrono crystals, I don't bother playing hyperdimensional co-op daily at all. But whenever there's chrono crystals on there, I 100% just go all in and just grind the hell out of it. So if you just want to get as much CC as possible, this is a good event to grind on. And remember, every CC counts. Trust me. Now for the next event, let's go to the second one. It is the raid bosses. They're not going to do a lot of raid boss events that often. It's mainly for celebrations like anniversaries, festival, all that other stuff. So whenever you see a raid boss event, just grind as much as you can, because not only that is for a limited time, but we don't know when's going to be the next raid boss event. And if I remember correctly, you get up to like 700 CC or 800 CC. That's a good amount. So I highly recommend you grind the raid boss as much as you can and get all of those chrono crystals. As for the other events, if you just see an event that has, like, for example, this, clear battles and get chrono crystals. If you just see the word chrono crystal, just do it. If you are able to complete all of the things on there, just do it. Another event that I highly recommend for you to do, especially for newcomers, because it literally says this is perfect for newcomers, grind the original series events. As you can see here, the bottom 5 are the permanent original series events. All of these events have chrono crystals. It may be too little at the start, but if you just do all of them, you can get so much. For the top 2, these are the limited time original series events. And when it comes to their rotation, they come back every once in a while. The specific ones, like the ones you see here, they come back every once in a while. So you don't have to worry of the specific original series event that you're grinding with. It just like it disappears, and like you're just scared of like, oh, it's not gonna come back. I don't know what to do. I missed 1 ounce of CC that I could have gotten. They'll come back. It'll just take a bit of a while, so just bear with the patience there. The last event tab we're going to be looking at is the special event tab. I recommend, okay? I highly recommend, if you haven't done this, Learn with Trunks Path to Victory Battle Lecture, do it. If you complete all of the missions on here, you get a free 300 Chrono Crystals, so just do it no matter what. Please, just do it. Another event that I highly recommend you do when you get the chance is these kind of events. However, if you are a newcomer and don't have a lot of characters, let alone a lot of stars to those specific characters for this event, just don't bother. You could just play the game like regularly, summon on certain banners regularly, and just hope and pray you get these types of characters, because this is only if you just play the game a lot and you just have like a good roster from your character list and just have a good amount of stars for this. And I'm going to show you why. So for example, if we just look here, this is the Cell Saga version of this event, Marauding Monster. These are what the battle missions look like. Let's just click on this Goku here. So if you see, this is a Super Saiyan Green Goku. If you pay attention to his icon, you can see that he has 4 stars. That means in order for you to play this battle, you have to have this Goku a minimum of 4 stars or higher. And after you complete it for the first time, you get 50 Chrono Crystals. So you get 50 Chrono Crystals each battle you complete. And now if we go here, it shows the same Goku again, but you have to have him 8 stars. Minimum 8 stars or higher. And then the final one, you have to have them maxed out 14 stars. So that's why I advise you to not worry about this event as much, because this is only if you have majority of the characters like max stars or just a higher amount of stars. Now you might be wondering, Eric, what makes you think I'm going to get these certain type of characters, let alone maxed them out? There is one, if not a few banners you can get these specific characters. So if you just go to summons, and if you go to ticket and just scroll all the way down, this is called Master Pack. Masters Pack banners are just banners for like beginners, right? That's literally it. There's no explanation there. And you can get the specific tickets for these types of banners. And how you get those tickets is just playing the game. If you complete your daily challenges, they give you a ticket every single time. As you can see here, I have nearly 600 tickets. I could summon on this, but 99% sure I have no reason to do so because I have almost every single sparking maxed out. But if you pay attention, remember the green Goku I was talking about earlier for that event? He is in here. So if you get lucky enough and just summon on these types of banners and get this specific Goku, you should be set to go. Another event that I highly recommend, it's not like, I don't know if you get Chrono Crystals from this. Let me see. Well, yeah, you do. You still do get Chrono Crystals from these, but if you also have these specific type of characters, let's say for example, like the superhero movie characters and the Daima characters, not only that you can get a bit of CC from these, but you can also get their Z power for free. So I highly recommend you doing that. The last event I want to mention is Eliminate the Earthlings. This is another event that you can do if you have the original series characters fully Zenkai. Zenkai 7. I highly recommend you do this if you have them Zenkai 7. If you complete all of this, you can get a total of 900 Chrono Crystals. So yeah, these are all the events I recommend you doing. Remember, if there is an event that says Chrono Crystals, just like this one, just grind it. No matter what, just grind it. Every Chrono Crystal counts. One last event I want to mention is Tournament of Power. This is basically like a gauntlet mode for this game. All you gotta do is just complete various amount of battles and make it till the end until you get that juicy amount of Chrono Crystals you desire. As you can see here, I am League A. This is the highest league of this Tournament of Power mode, and every time I complete the Tournament of Power and every refresh I get 1000 Chrono Crystals. You're probably going to start at League C. I believe that's the lowest league you can get, but all you got to do is just go through the battles regularly, just play it and just complete it until you complete the boss, and then after the refresh happens, you get those Chrono Crystals. And remember, try to get the highest battle score as you can, because every time you get a high score, there's a chance you can move up to the next league. So if you can make it to League A and get 1k Chrono Crystals every 2 weeks, you should be good to go. Now for the final part of the guide that I am going to be talking about in this video is going to be Zenkai characters are essentially boost characters that helps the main characters to use on your team. If you look at my team right now, the top 3 characters are the characters that I will use every single time I fight in a match. And then the bottom 3 characters are the Zenkai characters I'm going to use to buff that specific unit. And just to show a quick example, this red Super Saiyan Goku. If you go to show details and go to party, it shows their Zenkai ability and what they buff. So if you look here, Zenkai ability 4 increases the following statuses of characters that are both element red and tag sand during battle, and it shows that it gives a lot of offense and defensive stats. That's why I said earlier you have to pay attention to what tag your character has. Now there is a lot of Zenkai characters in this game, like probably over 100. Yeah, looks like over 100 Zenkai characters. So if you don't know which ones to get, I highly recommend you start off getting the sparking character Zenkais. I could just put some on the screen that I would highly recommend you to focus on first. If you have the minimum amount of stars you need to get them Zenkai'd, which is 7 stars. I know it's a bit tedious and I wish they didn't make it like that, but it is what it is. As for Legend Limited Zenkais, if you somehow got quote-unquote shafted and just kept on getting a useless Legends Limited character, there is no harm of Zenkaiing that specific character as well, and just put them on the bench of your team. Also, keep in mind, one of these characters are also one of the best Zenkai characters in the game. So I highly recommend you guys start grinding for those type of characters. And you might be wondering how you're going to do that. And if you scroll down here, there's a thing called Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush. This is also a gauntlet type of game mode. Let's start with the first rush battle. So if you press on trials here, these are essentially challenges. So if you see here, it shows battle with 2 element blue characters or more, and it shows battle 1 Dragon Ball Saga character or more, or battle with 3 Sin characters or more. You get the idea. But if you complete all of those challenges, you get points. And whenever you get those points, you can get these medals. The one medal that you have to pay attention of getting is the Zenkai Rush medal. This can be used to get the Zenkai Awakening Z power that you need to Zenkai a character. Now, this one is the permanent one. It will not leave until end of service. This one is a limited time Ultra Space Time Rush. It's Ultra Space Time Rush Super. So you actually get more than what you usually get for the regular Space Time Rush. There's also another one called Ultra Space Time Rush Lite, which is just a easier version of this one. So whenever you have like 2 versions of the Ultra Space Time Rush events, do them both. Trust me, if you can, do them both. And with that, that's going to be the end of the guide video. I'm sorry if it took longer than usual. I didn't want this video to be too long, and I hope my explanations were simple and not too complex and not scattered around, because I suck at explaining things without a script. So let me know what you guys think. Again, if you have any questions, just comment down below and I'll be happy to answer. And just one more reminder, you can also join my Discord for more questions like these, or just be a part of the community and just make friends and do other stuff than Dragon Ball Legends. But yeah, I'm going to be making showcase videos now, so stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.